Cody here. Hope you're having a great day today. I am out in Rogers Retreat. This is a very special park for lots of different reasons, and it's one of my favorites as well. It has an excellent mix of younger trees here, as well as behind me we have some beautiful larch trees. Now, larch are a neat tree in that they're one of the few coniferous trees that actually drop their needles. So are they deciduous or are they coniferous? I don't know. They grow cones, so maybe they're coniferous, I don't know. But they're one of those ones, a beautiful tree that turns a brilliant yellow in the fall time. And I know it's beautiful for there. In the winter time, they kind of look dead, don't they? And a funny story about that, if you've ever been out to Rogers Retreat, you'll probably notice that we've got our larch block here, and then there's another block here of blue spruce with some weedy little poplars that have come up. But then also behind me here, yeah, I got the hill, but there's a wide open space there. And you might be asking if we had planted trees in a tree farm, and every year we put 1,000 in succession planting, so that way, you know, after 7 years, we'd have a good rotational crop. And why then is there a block that is missing? Now, I guess it's funny for me now, but back when it happened, it wasn't so funny. My dad, this was probably about year 6 or 7 of our tree farm, and he decided he wanted to diversify. And larch was a very fast growing tree, so he thought, you know, maybe we can cut down some of the growing time by planting larch. And he's right, because they do grow a lot faster than, say, a blue spruce. But they look dead in the winter time. Anyway, Grandpa, he was an old school farmer here, and you waste nothing. So one spring, he went to go work the fields up, get them ready for planting, and he noticed that all the trees that we'd planted the previous year looked something like this. Now, to the untrained eye, I suppose a coniferous tree that looks like this looks pretty dead, doesn't it? So what he decided to do was, well, save us all the sorrow of having to dig all these suckers up. He just took the 5-bottom plow and plowed them all under. That was, I think it was about 500. It was a whole block of larch trees that were just completely shredded. Dad was not too happy about that. But hey, you live and you learn. And the next year we got another 500 in, and those ones stuck because we took care of them, and Grandpa didn't plow them under. But I always get a kick out of that story. And anywho, this park, Rogers Retreat, is named after my uncle, my dad's brother, Roger, whom I never got a chance to meet. He passed away before I was born. But from everything I heard, he was a wonderful person. And I figured, you know, this is a farm that he grew up on as well. So when I do my naming conventions, I like to pay honor and give tribute to my family who've come before me and really laid the groundwork for all that Play Unleashed is. I wouldn't have any of this if it wasn't for those who come before me. So I think it's a nice thing to be able to do. And Rogers Retreat is a beautiful, beautiful park. I thought it'd be fun to hide a golden ticket in the parks here. So this is the clue as to where it is. If you're able to find it and collect it, the ticket is yours. There we go. 1 free hour play to whoever finds this. First come, first serve, tied here. Just take a picture, send it to us, send us the email here. Let us know what number is on the back, and we are good to go. Hope that's fun for you. Similar to Marge's Meadow in that you got a nice mix of the trees and the open space, Rogers Retreat is no different. The biggest distinguishing factor here is the hill. It's not that big, I guess, all together. It's maybe 6 feet high at the crest, and it goes out maybe 30 feet on either side there. But it's funny how something as simple as just a hill, it's such an attractive feature for our dogs. I know Penny, she loves to rip up and down it, and when it gets snow covered, she coming up over now? I don't know, I can hear her. But it's a really attractive feature here for our dogs. They love to be able to get up and down, and just that change in elevation I find really helps activate their brain. Kind of like instead of working in a 2D world, they have to work in a 3D world, and that's just a really cool thing. When it does get snow covered too, you can bring the kids out and go sledding. I like to do that every now and then when I'm not too busy. It's a fun activity. This actually used to be a burn pit, and when we got the green light to go ahead and put up these 3 parks in the back, this was actually full of old dead wood that I'd pulled out of Enchanted Forest that was slated to be burned. However, when I went to go do it, the fire department said, oh no, wait, it is way too dry to do that. And I had a crew coming to put the fence up in like a week, so I had very little option. I couldn't burn it and I couldn't move it. So what I decided to do was the dirt that I took out from the parking lot, I just brought it back here, and now we have a beautiful hill. I think it's a pretty elegant solution. I know a lot of our clients seem to enjoy it. Penny loves it. And it's just a really good way to kind of hide all that dead wood. You ever heard the term hugelkultur? I think it's a German gardening technique where you bury a bunch of dead wood and you can grow on it and helps to feed the soil and those sorts of things. So essentially it's just a giant hugelkultur mound that I'm not going to plant in, but hey, it works. As with all the parks, it's just nice to be able to let the dogs loose and run free. Rogers Retreat is a great one because if you got a ball chaser, you got a lot of space to chase a ball, and even toss it up and down the hill. It really helps activate those leg muscles to get them up and over. Any sniffer dogs out there, you got a really good mix of the trees to be able to get them out there to be putting their nose to the ground and sniff around and find all the good stuff that's hiding in the grass. Well, there you go. Just a nice quick little walk through Rogers Retreat here. It's one of my favorite parks. It's a beautiful mix of open space and treed areas, a lot of I guess diversity for the dogs to have fun and run and play in for sure. Penny, she's a little bit tired. We've been working her hard this week here, so she's just found a stick and she's happy to munch on that. But that's where I'm going to leave it for now, guys. I hope you enjoyed this quick little tour here. If you have any comments or questions, feel free to leave them down below. I love hearing from you guys and answering questions, getting feedback and all that fun stuff. I hear her coming. There she goes. I think she's ready for another hot lunch. But until next time there, everyone, hope you have a great day. Take care and we'll catch you later. Bye now.